Thank you very much. Thank you very much for your intervention. I want to move to Professor Da Silva. He is in a hurry, so I want to give the floor to him because he have to leave at 4:30. So, Mr. Da Silva from University of San Paulo. He is also certified energy manager. So I think a very interesting point of view about energy market in general and in particular the capacity building in energy market. Mr. Da Silva, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you very well.
Okay, great. As Deputy Vice Chancellor of Strathmore University and as Director of the Strathmore Energy Research Center, considering your long experience in the field of energy, could you illustrate the possible path to connect the interest of Italian company with the local market opportunities in the energy sector in Kenya and East Africa? You have the floor.
Thank you very much, Andrea. I am really very pleased to be here and to be given this nice platform. And I must say that my ties with Italy are very strong. We actually have a just received some scholarship from NL Foundation for a bachelor's degree in engineering. We are starting here. CERC has been training people for about 8 years now, more than 3,000 people from the level of technicians to engineers. And what happens is that we feel the importance, I think, what Francesca said regarding the training of people, because if you give a person a car and the nearest mechanic is, say, 100 kilometers away, it's a bad business. So we keep training people in different areas of the country, and we are totally aligned with renewable energy, because what is happening in Kenya, and I think in the whole of Africa, is that we are shifting from fossil fuel to renewable energy. And this is a kind of a move that is not, there is no coming back. And then I am very pleased to inform you that the Minister of Energy in August this last year went public and said, look, there are 700 and something megawatts of thermal power still in the country, but we want to inform them that we are not renewing this power purchase agreement with these independent power producers, because with our geothermal, with our hydro, with our wind, and with our solar, we can take care of all our needs. So we are going on the path of green path, and we are very happy to be part of it in the issue of capacity building. But what you mentioned, Andrea, I mean, the question is very important. There is the need to align the Italian products, the companies in Italy, to be able to align with the needs of Kenya, creating a path for our circular green economy. You see, we are not interested in coal, we are not interested in say, heavy fuel, oil, or diesel. We would like to have solar and wind. And this is what Roberto Rigotti mentioned, that it is a paradox that in the place in the planet where we have sun the whole year, which is the so-called solar belt where Kenya is and where Africa is, you have less than, say, around 2% of the solar installation. It is something that we feel that if we train people, we can change this figure. And another thing that is very important also is to tell, advise the business community from Italy that if you come here, look, these are opportunities. For instance, in the Constitution of Kenya 2010, they inserted a concept called devolution, meaning that each county, there are 47 counties in Kenya, each county has now the power to do its own plan, electricity plan. So county electricity plan, energy plan. So if you, as a business person, you have access to this data, you know exactly what that country needs. And it makes your life much simpler in terms of business. Yeah? And another issue that we are also concerned is that this transition of energy is very, say, fragile. We don't have people trained enough to take up this transition from fossil fuels to renewable. So if here institutions like AVC and the Strathmore Energy Research Center and other universities, we are creating a group of universities which are called GREEN. So it's called Kenya Green University Networks. So if these institutions could train people and practically like the RES for Africa does with the Microgrid Academy, we are then prepared. The business people come, they will bring their products, they will be well designed, well installed, and well maintained. And then it will create wealth for the people in the village because they will be able to do income generating activities such as welding, maize milling, food conservation, use of electricity to give education at night, to power the health centers, etc. Is, I believe, is going to be a kind of a very beautiful revolution in Africa. Yeah, because we needed to tackle this universal access to electricity that is contemplated in the Sustainable Development Goal number 7, and I think we are prepared. We are prepared for that. Then this question you ask, I think I answered because we say we have the T1, T2, T3 training together with the Microgrid Academy for technicians and engineers. We have a Bachelor of Science in Electrical and Electronic Engineers aligned with renewable energy, which is beginning January 2021. Then we got some funds from the UK, and we developed a master's degree in sustainable energy transition. And finally, we have a project with the NEL Foundation called Open Africa Power, where we have trained 163 people already at PhD level to tackle this universal access to electricity. It is interesting that they are not only engineers. We have lawyers, we have business people, and we have IT people, because as you know, these days, smart grid, smart city, smart meters, big data, Internet of Things, and things like that. So my time is over. I have only 2 minutes, and then I want to finish by saying that if companies could team up and organize like forums where we could explain to them things about like the auctions. Nowadays, for instance, the government says it is auction. They say, in this place called Kisumu, we need 40 mega or 100 mega. You go there as a company and you propose, I can give it, say, at 7 cents of a dollar. If they accept, you get the thing and you deliver. So it's very smooth, the process. And then the Energy Act signed by the president last year makes provision for the end of the monopoly. There is no longer Kenya Power, the only off-taker. Any company that comes here can produce power and sell power, and they get a license very easily. So those are the things that I would like to share with you, and I'm open. You can have my email and also contact me personally if you have more specific interest. Thank you, Andrea, for this platform. Thank you for all of you who are listening to me.